There is no bender on the way now, is there? What do they have though? There's some junk. The fish weighs a lot. We need to start eating those. The biscuits. Let's see. Bit of water nice, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we can start moving in normal speed. For the moment. Well, not out here, but yeah. Wake me up! Yeah, exactly. Show me this stuff. Ooh, he has a lot of money. Backpack. Ooh. Oh. This guy has some stuff, man. The guy you can't do. What the heck? Yeah, stuff I want. Gas mask is probably the one I would like most of it. The Geiger counter would be really nice though. Let's see. Get the gas mask and the Geiger counter. That armor is just way too expensive. That one is 30% damage resistance, so I have 20 right now, but this one also removes a dex, which is kinda ass. A pistol is pretty nice. I'm just wondering if we should keep our hand grenades or get rid of them. Where are you going? 10 rubles. Heck yeah. Take me! Take me with you! Okay. That's nice. Okay, we're gonna talk to the mushroom guy first. We're gonna see about talking to Fidel about what we found out. Here we go, Igor. A member of the mushroom cult. Hello, hello! I'm glad to see you again. Not as glad as I am. I followed Devi Christo and her disciples. The man comes a bit closer to you. Hey. No, distance, buddy. Personal space. Great, what did you manage to find out? Are they dangerous? So, considering the contents of her sermons, I think they are potentially dangerous, I would say, because she keeps, like, telling people not to take care of their hygiene and all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna go with number 4. Considering the contents of her sermons, I think they're potentially dangerous. Eagle wraps his chin in doubt, and line appears on his forehead, evidently due to thinking. Finally, he speaks. I knew it. Another dangerous cult. That's the last thing we need. These Devi Christian and followers are recently back in town, and as far as I know, right now they are in the gambling establishment on the old ship in the port of Krasnoznameni. He raises his head and looks you straight in the eye. Hey. We need to get rid of her. There are plenty of different cults in the wasteland as it is. They all started small, and now they kill travelers on high roads. We're ready to help in the good cause of eliminating this potential threat. Do you have any advice for me? No, I'm afraid not. I'm not an expert on these matters, but I'm sure you found a way to figure out this tricky situation. I'll see. Well, what to do? It does sound interesting. I'm ready. Glad to hear it. I repeat, Devi Christo is with her people on the old ship. What the heck? Ship Come Casino in the port of Krasnoznameni. Gotta find a way to get rid of this dangerous troublemaker. Okay then, see what I can do. That is a weird thing to say. Ship Come Casino. It sounds like it's a ship, and then they do the nasty and gamble. Great, I wish you luck. Or they do their thing if they win with the gamble. Well, Kimberly forgot I haven't paid yet. Phew, thanks for following them. Meanwhile, I prepare a few small presents for you to choose from. 200 rubles, a good pre-war first aid kit, and a can of stewed venison. Take your pick. What should we take? Let's go with number 3. I had to spend quite some time wandering around this place and talking to people. Maybe you can spare some more? Fine, you're right. I can give you another 100 rubles or another first aid kit. Let's go with the first aid kits. Igor nods and quickly procures 2 first aid kits and a polished can of stewed meat from somewhere. You decide not to ask questions about where you've been hiding them and accept your reward. Don't mind if I do. The mushroom, it quickly looks around the square and turns back to you. Yeah, I have to go. It's 65 in food supplies. What if you do? Let's have a look. Three-eyed crab. Holy crap, it weighs 11 kilograms each? Sure digging. I can hear it wasn't you. Let's see. Oh wait, I have to check something. I want to keep both because they use different ammo. Keep them. Wait. I don't know what the diesel one is gonna be for, if it's gonna be for vehicles or something. Which is just one and one. Sure. Oh wait, we haven't talked to this guy, I think. Okay, what do I want to ask a couple questions? How's the trade or many customers? Steady flow, everything's selling like hot pies, or yep, while there's something left. Oh, you buy when it's all gone. You'll be annoyed and no seller wants to see another customer. I see you're really popular. You come from Krasnosnameni. No, I'm from the north. My family moved here when famine broke out there. People ate each other like praying mantises. Recent rumors. Have you heard there's a good barbecue shop in Paragon? That's to the north from here. Want to work there? I know a thing or two about good barbecue, but they didn't accept me. This is kind of weird. They're lost. Okay. What can you say about Krasnosnameni? It's a beautiful city populated by decent people. What else can anyone wish for? A happy family? Nothing more. Okay. See this vendor over here. Oh, hello, lady. Right, mother, show your riches. I mean, God damn it. We can wait. Let's talk first. How's life here, mother? Hard, son. Since my husband, well, passed away. It's been intolerable. Kids have scattered all over the place. Grandchildren never come to visit. Not life, it's survival. So I sell stuff while I still can. Sounds terrible. Tell me about Krasnozhnameni. Well, the city isn't what it used to be. Before the war, it was such a nice place, so quiet. And now, just terrible. That proves me out too. Where do you get the goods? Something I grow in my garden, something buy and then resell. I work while I still have some strength left, and when it's over, well, I'll die, I suppose. What else will be left for me to do? Doesn't sound too optimistic. Have you heard any interesting rumors? There's some old man here in the suburbs who mumbles about some criminals all the time. He says there's some huge gang that moves here. Scares people for no reason. There are gangsters everywhere. Not a single one has yet reached Krasnozhnameni. Huge gang, you say? Okay. Who are these fellows? Before he stands a man of middle height and uncertain age, wearing old sports uniform. His face is covered with a red rag. First off, you believe him to be a typical bandit, but change your mind once you catch the man's gaze, not angry or cold, but indignant and perplexed. This moment he starts talking to you. Why does everyone look at me funny? I'm just trying to stay anonymous. Also, there's dust here and it stings my face like all hell. Can we get crap from the local authorities? You look like a bandit after all. Let them try and abuse me. I'm a citizen, I won't stand for harassment. The man lifts up his face like to spit on the ground. You want to see real bandits? Go over there. Damn thieves. Mr. Sweet talking his cryptid retard buddy. The strange man nods in the direction of an eccentric couple that also spends time on the market square. A man wearing slippers and a bathrobe, as well as a man wearing a karate gi. I see. Okay, but who are you exactly? And what did they do to you? Who are they? The man looks at the couple with hatred in his eyes. These guys are called Pivovarus and Pilyulkin. They're talking to them. It may seem they're drunk or high, but they're actually scammers. You want to know more? Talk to my friend over here. Nice team. Talk to your pal then about it. These two. This fellow in custom-made mask looks around. What the heck? That mask, man. He speaks to his friend, but you notice that his attention is kept on a strange couple of men in the other part of the market. Oh, a new face on the market, huh? Listen up, beware of those two guys. No matter what they offer you, don't take it. Their currency is a lie. As he speaks, the man points towards a bathrobe-wearing person, a man wearing a kimono. Don't you listen to those two, ever. It won't be just you who will suffer. It will also be your wealth, and perhaps even your psyche. We fell for their tricks, and now we are here, thinking what we should do to save our hides and our village. By the way, if you would help us out, we would reward you. I'll say it all revolves around what you want me to do. Speak up. The man clenches his fist in utter rage. Came here to buy some grain for the needs of our people from the deep woods. And it would all work out too, if it wasn't for those meddling con men over there. Here we are, pulling like a ton of grain on our backs, and they come to us. They say, comrades, what would you say if I told you there's no need to haul this grain all the way to your village? You can switch it for cryptocurrency, then trade it back for grain when you're closer to home. Then they present us with garbage like buttons, pucks, bottle caps and such, and tell us we could exchange our grain for this junk. And when we are closer to our village, we just need to find a cryptocurrency dealer who will take the garbage and give us back the grain. Buttons and caps are easy to carry around the woods, so we fell for it. We sealed the deal. Let me guess, nobody uses this cryptocurrency. That's right, nobody takes those buttons seriously. Everyone just laughs at us. We were even chased out of a store. But wait, there's more. When we came back to those two jokers, they already sold the grain for rubles. There's really nothing we can do right now without starting a fight that would get us kicked out of town or jail. Be a fresh face. Maybe you could talk to them and help us get our money or grain back. Ever thought of telling the guards? We did, but they look at us suspiciously as it is, and what should we tell them? If we sold our goods for buttons or bottle caps, nothing will come out of it. Fine, I'll help you. Stay here. Damn, thank you. We reward you as much as we can. I hope so. See you. Before you stands a thin, tall man wearing a bathrobe and some slippers. Upon seeing you, he lifts up. Oh, hello! Please, could you ask me how I know that you're a person deeply interested in learning of modern crypto technologies? Fine. How do you know that? Did you know that computer literacy went from 0 to 1% in Oasis in the last year? And it's not all because of meeting automated computerized turrets on old military bases. Nope, the digital age comet. A technologically literate person should start saving money in the most digital way there is. So how do I do that? Easy. You have, say, 1,000 rubles. If so, I would gladly trade those for. Man searches his pocket with his robes while wearing a long, happy grin. For this pine cone! It's more than a wad of cash, and no bandit would ever think to steal it. But between you and me, its price will be 1,000 rubles. Okay, any other cryptocurrency deal will see it as 1,000 rubles. This is how it all works. So how many traders take pine cones as currency nowadays? We're progressing slowly, but surely. Right now we're talking to somebody cryptocurrency. He takes real money and gives you buttons and caps, and he's trying to sell us a pine cone for 1,000 rubles. It does seem strange that your simple question makes the dealer take a step back and go pale. Well, currently it's just me. Although even I can only trade pine cones for rubles one way, meaning you won't get your cash back. But in the foreseeable future, many will take up cryptocurrency. More than 10% of the population. That's just a start. Shut it, I'm here for the guys you stole from. Man takes a few steps away from you. You are talking about those masked barbarians, huh? We never stole from them. Their money is in a much safer place nowadays. It will be spent in the glory of progress. Or for finding a new assistant for our cause, entering the crypto market asked for commercial risk, and they knew it. What strength? That's not noble. Making fools out of people. Giving me the money now. Manners are enough to make the man in the bathrobe stand back and hide behind his partner. But fine, no need for something as savage as a street fight. Here, great compensation for your weak-minded pals. The questionable businessman hands over a wad of cash tied together with a pink ribbon. You grab it. Let's go, Lulkin. People are all enemies of progress and the digital revolution. Stay out. He didn't run. Wow, so what happened? I decided not to harm them, but I got your money back. Don't fall for stuff like that anymore. The man lifts his mask, showing his face disfigured by worry. My brother! And I thought my children would walk around our village home looking at my head stuck on a pipe. Thank you so much. The man shakes your hand and his partner gives you a tight hug. We should never forget this. If you're ever in our neck of the woods, we will help you no matter what. And here, have this gun. Riva didn't want to give it up, but he will now, since you're such a great person. Good luck, guys. Thanks for the gun. Clothes shopping? Yeah. I like to do it when I actually do need to get something, but also it's hard for me just to get to that point. To the store. Okay, so we got a rusty rifle that we need to sell. Okay, so we are gonna try now and yeah. Oh no, I'm overcumbered. Oh, damn, encumbered now. Let's see if we can sell it off. God damn it! I got rid of stuff so I didn't have to walk slow now. Hey, you say you have fresh beer, do you? You do have beer. This guy seems, I think it's kind of new. There's a short, disheveled man standing on the entrance to the shed. His eyes are darting from side to side. As he sees you, the man slaps himself on the knee and blows out with fake enthusiasm. Hello, mister. Did you come to take a look at the pearl of Krasnozhnameni? Today, only for you. In this room, we have a real deal mummy of the father of the world proletariat, our comrade Lenin. What? The mummy of Lenin himself? I can't believe it. It simply can't be true. Oh, but it is. The actual mummy. Why talk about it? A true connoisseur like yourself, I'm ready to show this unique, historic, captivating sight for a mere 15 rubles. I have trouble believing that is the real Lenin lying there. The man turns dark red and now his skin color almost matches that of his tangled beard. Why so? I have no reason to lie, and if you don't believe me, come in and check it out for yourself. All I ask is not to touch the mummy and, not to take flash photos. Sure, show me Lenin. Okay, buddy. You hand the money to the man who's green, licking his lips and bowing subserviently. He lets you inside the house. Okay, buddy. Is Lenin carrying a log? The answer will shock you. You bend over Lenin his sarcophagus, which looks like a very ordinary coffin. The mummy doesn't react. Watch the mummy closely. You seem to notice the mummy's breast rising a little, as if Comrade Lenin is breathing. This is, to put it mildly, slightly odd, as he's been dead for at least 80 years. Sniff the mummy. The mummy reeks of alcohol, cheap tobacco, and onion. You narrow your eyes suspiciously. This is not the appropriate smell for the precious father of the Russian revolutions. Tickle the mummy. You raise your fingers over the corpse, but the warden of the tiny museum jumps up on his chair and rushes to stand between you and your target. No, you can't touch the exhibit. For a second, it looks as if Lenin's mummy sighs with relief. Rummage in the mummy's pockets. Cast a side look at the scrappy warden who follows your every movement. Still, even a superfluous glance is enough to see the mummy's pockets are empty, except for the one which reveals a bottleneck. closely, sniff it closely. Rummage. Tickle when he just comes. Tell me about the life of Vladimir Lenin. Thanks for the sub, one for all. Sure thing, what about the exact? Well, let's say, Well, let's say his childhood. He was the leader of the Comintern, was born in the town of Ilyavnost, known as Simbirsk. The family of state councilor Alexandra Ulyanova and a mighty bear hunter Ilya Blank. In childhood, Lenin took part in one of his father's expeditions to the far north, where he personally shot a giant bear with a crossbow bolt. It's utter nonsense. Names and titles are all wrong. Everything's wrong. Everything's only much right. I rely exclusively on the latest discoveries of historians. Everybody's mature revolutionary years. Ah yes, after the Tsar's Gendarmes executed his brother Alexander III, he arrived in the starving Leningrad in an armored car, and in December started the Great October Revolution. During it, a new economic policy was implemented. Kerensky was defeated, and political prostitute Trotsky was exiled. The rest is history. I'm not kidding. I'm in physical pain from listening to this stream of lies. There's not a drop of lie here. Just a slight exaggeration, perhaps. Let's change the subject. Tell me how you got this, mummy. Oh, it's a long, entertaining story. Could be more specific, please. How do you retrieve it from the destroyed Moscow? Welcome back to you. Have you heard of the secret Moscow underground tunnels of the KGB? Thing is, apart from everything else, I was an agent in this organization, so I had access to the tunnels. When the first bombs fell, the first thing I did was to drag a respectable commander Lenin through these tunnels. Oh, I can well believe it. Another question. How do you deliver to Krasnosnameni? During the Great Migration to the south, I transported Mummy, claiming it was my friend, disguising the leader's true identity under a glass with a fake nose and a long wig. Vladimir Ilyich was so well preserved that all the people we met on our way were convinced he was alive. That's not very talkative. Oh, of course. How do you keep it preserved? Thing is, a special balsamic vinegar is used in the embalming process. It's made of grape must, and that's the one of the goods still sold by some of the traders returning from the south. That's what keeps the mummy in such perfect condition. Is that so? To hell with it, let's better change this subject. Tell me about Lenin's heroic feat. There were 3 great feats in the life of Lenin, apart from the revolution. His victory over a monstrous Myrmik, a single-handed building of a Stalin's skyscraper, and the taming of the bloodthirsty Fanny Kaplan. Tell me about the victory over a monstrous Myrmik. In 1917, the dwellers of Petrograd were terrorized by a giant Myrmik. This creature was the size of an elephant due to the experiments of an eccentric zoology professor. Unsurprisingly, the monster ate all of the buckwheat harvest that year and caused the Polish famine. But then he wasn't taken aback by it. He dragged the log to the Myrmik's lair, cut it into a steak, and put the monster's favorite food, buckwheat porridge, on its very tip. When hungry Myrmik rushed to eat the porridge, he impaled himself on the steak. Myrmiks appeared only recently after the war. What are you even talking about? It wasn't a modern day Myrmik, but a Myrmik from back then. The result of an experiment gone wrong at the Red State Farm. So tell me about the building of Stalin's skyscraper. One day, Comrade Stalin decided to build a skyscraper in the center of the goddamn Moscow. But since the general electrification hadn't yet reached the city of Kazan, the old USSR garner of the particularly sturdy alloys, this idea was, so to speak, put on hold. It was once again Lenin who suggested the right solution. Let's use the granite from the quarry on the nearby quay to build it, said the leader. And it turned out he was right. During the next Stakhanov 5-year plan, a real skyscraper was built in Moscow. They began building these high-rises after Lenin's death, not to mention everything else he said was wrong. Well, after Lenin's death, they simply began building them in big quantities, while the first experimental one was built in the times of our dead chief. How did Lenin tame Fanny Kaplan? On July 29, at the factory named after Vladimir Ilyich, the mean right-wing socialist revolutionary Fanny Royd, Aka Kaplan, attacked our dear father, Comrade Lenin. Without any warning, she stabbed Lenin, who was working at the factory, in his heart with a knife covered in curare poison. Right over his heart, Lenin carried his party membership card. The knife of the evil-minded right-wing socialist revolutionary Fanny Roy, more known as Kaplan, bounced from it and stabbed her right in the eye, which caused her to turn into green bubble mud the very next moment. Your story is so far from the truth that even a person who knows nothing about history would have been terrified by it. Exactly. Not a historian, pathetic amateur would be terrified, but you and I are serious people who know and respect history. You know what? I better take a look at it myself. Tell me about yourself, mister. Haven't I introduced myself? I'll amend it this very moment. Great Anatoly at your services. Showman, as he used to call in the West. An amateur historian with a philology degree from the VA Steklov University, as well as your humble guide to the maze of Comrade Lenin's life. Try me. And so far, it's all clear as it is. Wonder if there's a specific order I have to do it for this to work or something. Feels like I have to do this in a specific order to get a reaction. I wonder what though. I don't know. There's nothing I can do right now, seems like. So let's go here now. I don't know what to do, if it's something I maybe have to do at night time or evening or... Okay. Add a rope. Climb down. Descend. Let's see, where does this go? It goes over there, and then it goes up. They connect together. This one goes way back over here. Get some evil creatures over there. Go around here first. What the freaking heck? What this is? A tall, thin man with large chin stops you when you try to walk closer to the strange, cheap-looking goat statue that piqued your interest from deeper in the cavern. He smiles at you and starts talking in a calm, friendly tone. Whoa there! You don't need to go in there, buddy. A very special kind of commune. You won't fit in. Why not? Is it something about my face? Oh no. Oh. Just that. Who are you actually? A mercenary of some sort? Maybe an adventurer? Meanwhile, we are mystics and philosophers, lifters of the thin veil between worlds. I know how it sounds, but it's true. What my people see as normal might shock and offend you very much. Now, if you were possessed by a demon, find some room for you. But alas. I'll come inside, but I still want to chat with you. So be it. For the calmness and well-being of my flock, I will answer your questions. What do you want to hear? Who are you anyway? Yeah, they seem to be a bit of a Satan worshippers, demons, you know, and stuff like that, so... I guess we need to be possessed, or have some weird outfit on us. My name is Anton Loshdam. I'm the founder of the Dark Goat Cult, and his current unholy leader and anti-guru. These titles are mostly for show though. I would be much happy if I was called a nature philosophist. Got it. Another question. What are you doing here? My duties in serving the cult of the Dark Goat are many. Reading unholy scripture, buying inventory, leading the girls of the cult into realistic orgies and sacrificing stuff. You're a busy guy, aren't you? What's the story with the ghost statue, huh? What could it be its story? It is a statue of our god, made of natural rock. Sitting on this terrible column, the Dark Goat oversees his followers, judges their good deeds harshly, and rewards their sins. Eat. Any rumors you would like to share? Some thin-skinned dwellers of the waste believe my flock to be pure evil. These fools have never seen pure evil, but I have. In Trudograd, there is a secret group that gathers in dank and fetid places during the long cold nights. There, among spiders and rats, they play a terrible game they call Gremlins and Baba Yagas. The roll crew dies in these places where the sun never shines, imagining themselves to be folklore and fairy tale heroes. In their twisted minds, they create adventures and battles with blood-starved monsters, using the unholy rules from their scripture. So D&D. I mean, I literally worship the devil, but that shit still offends me. Damn psychos. Sounds interesting. Okay, let's change this topic. As you wish. Hey! No, what the heck, man? We'll see if we can get in there at some point or not. Die! Like some meat. I don't have to fight this, but we are going to. A foot or a shoe? Ow! Nibble on my ankle. Holy shit. It has a star. I don't know what that indicates. Maybe it's a boss or something? Stunned. Ow! God damn it, it has a lot of attacks. Done it! I'm dead. Yeah, probably the game. Holy crap, he has so many... Pretty much 4 swings at you. How the heck did that miss? No, it did hit. Holy shit, that one has a lot of health though. Yeah, I'm not gonna survive that. Holy crap, man. Hmm. Also mid-range. Ah! Close. He has so much movement. See if we can get to the goat cult. Stop chasing me, I think. Hmm. And he misses. God damn it. Wait, come on. Holy shit, man. What the heck was that? And he has like 3 attacks that time. Okay. Hey, it's a victory, okay? Even though I throw my grenades like a dumbass, but... And all I get is 5 meat. Oh my god, what the freaking bullshit. Well, 200 experience points, but still. Use this one. Gosh darn it, a throne. The Rat King couldn't even sit on it properly. The Rat King is dead. I'm get a stinky note. Remember, need to give gray stuff in 2-legged heads to get the power. Okay. Need some food. Go. We're gonna check it all out, so just run around a bit. Oh, lovely. Mommy, I don't want to go in there. There's a ladder up. The ladder. But I want to check out the whole place down here. Got this crap. Gaze up. What the heck? You gaze upon the man before you and ask yourself, is this truly a person? Or a horrible prank played by Mother Nature who cruelly decided to test how many hideous, revolting features she could mash together in one poor creature? The unfortunate results of nature's never-ending tomfoolery smiles at you with a mouthful of yellow, rotted teeth and swollen, spotted gums which are actively excreting a thick, yellow pus. It is as though the mutant's huge, watery eyes are staring into your very soul and it's making you uncomfortable, as if even his gaze is sweaty and full of pus and rot. Hello, where did such a smooth, silky, sleek-faced person come from? The man has a disturbing twinkle in his eyes and rubs his small, sweaty hands together as he asks. Not a citizen. A citizen would attack me. You see, I love to watch city girl legs as they stroll by the manholes in their tiny little dresses and skirts. But the girls, for some reason, they don't like it when I look. It told on me to the men. Now the men want to break my bones. But not you. So who exactly are you then? I was checking out the sewers and stumbled upon you. We can chat for a bit if that's okay. The malodorous man's swollen lower lip juts out in a pout. He's obviously insulted. Just stumbled upon me. That can't be right. I'm Toilet Cruel. Oh, what a name. The big boss down here in the sewers. I am a big deal. Yes. A high-functioning mutant. The Chamber of Commerce put me in charge of this place. And you were, checking out my home without even knowing I'm in charge? Weren't you even looking for me? You shake my hand, or ask for a job? How malicious. Yeah, his name is Toilet Cruel. You're offering jobs? I want to hear all about it. Toilet Cruel sniffles loudly, then audibly swallows the mucus. His sweaty two small hands begin to shake like he's cold. Hey, Data. Yeah. We are talking to somebody who's named Toilet Cruel at the moment. He's the boss of the sewers, he says. The sewers are my home. The cultists never touch me. The bandits and bullies leave me be. Everyone respects Toilet Krul. Everyone, that is, but the silly eight-legged things. The giant spiders that make their homes in the tunnels. Thanks to my engineering skills, hot water again runs through the pipes, so it's nice and warm for them. But do they thank me for it? No! They snap their jaws and shoot their webs at me. I'm scared in my own home. Punish these nasty beasts for me and I'll pay you good money. Yes? I have a lot of money here in the sewer. All it's waiting for is a brave adventurer to earn it. How long has it been waiting? Has anyone else ever tried to help you out? Toilet Krul cracks his bulging, arthritic-looking knuckles and silently studied his long, yellow, crooked fingernails for a minute. Lots tried. So many. Yes, so many. You know how many came back? Is many. The mutant makes a round shape with his fingers, resembling a zero. That's only because they were losers, sleek face. I just know you'll be luckier than them. Whatever, I'll do it. Wait here, Krul. Okay. We are gonna kill spiders for him. But Toilet Krul. We already have a shovel. How's it going, Data? What are you up to? Uh-oh. The guy has a pistol. Could take a med kit, but... You come to a reinforced metal door. Someone is watching you through a slit made in the upper part of it. No place for you, kind. Show your fee passport. Closer, can't see shit. Gatekeeper looks you over and gets away from the tiny window. You hear some mechanical sounds from the other side and suddenly a bell rings all across the sewers. It's probably the guard's way of telling the locals they have new guests. Go on in, just don't cause any trouble. Capiche? Freaking tough guy? Fine, yeah, well. Well, you have done a very little part of the whole map, so I expect there's gonna be a lot more. Okay, he didn't like that, so I'm not gonna do that. Piss him off. Vendor, maybe? A fat bearded fellow stands behind an improvised bar rack, looking into the depths of space with a 1,000-yard stare. When he notices you, he moves the dirty glasses aside and offers you his hand for a hearty handshake. Hey there, stay a while, listen, have yourself a drink. Oh, hey. You should listen to... oh, wait. Oh, goddamn. Do I have that one? Stay a while. Listen. That's what it made me think about. But every chance I'm sure I can help. But I'm staying. What should I listen to? Barkeep looks at you silently for almost a minute and shrugs his shoulders. I don't know. It's just a figure of speech, see? Stay a while and listen. Sounds cool, right? What kind of a figure of speech is this? I never heard anything like that. Barkeep gives you a strange smile. Come on, what do you mean you never heard it? This phrase has like a cult following. Was first created by Leopold Ebel. Yeah, that sounds about right. From the Tristramovka communal farm. Jesus, wow. Grins like a man deranged and winks at you with the subtlety of a hand grenade. Yeah, so this is a reference to Tristram in Diablo. Oh, maybe we can change the subject. Sure thing, or better yet, let's change your state from sober to drunk. What do you say, kiddo? We're asking some questions. You can ask me anything, just make it no more than 4 questions, or I'll start getting lost in all the lies I told you. Got any rumors to share? You know the Blade Bandits on Kostia, the racist gang, the ones that only use knives in combat? They recently boycotted a huge fight for territories against Vanya, the machine gunners gang, because, quote, it's unfair how these bigots start shooting at us before we run into melee range. The nerve of some people. Still, they got a lot of support from simple folks who want to be cool bandits, but they can't afford firearms, so I do know. Maybe truth really is on their side. Interesting. Say that the Mausoleum Society buys precious stones at high prices. Why would they do that? These things are pretty much useless nowadays. Interesting. Any more? My uncle worked at a TV station before the war and sometimes introduced me to his colleagues. So one of them recently. The dude lost his mustache and is currently trying to sell cars in Paragon. Small word, huh? Or maybe it's just a look-alike. Because when you get to Paragon, that's first when we can maybe get a car. We can travel between places fast. Interesting. And know any more good rumors? Some people say that Hesperius star is a sign of the upcoming apocalypse. But how long, kid? Didn't the apocalypse already happen like 20 years ago? Wacky stuff. More rumors. They say one scientist developed a shrinking potion somewhere in the mountain pass of Woes. First thing he did as his body became the size of a baby carrot was venturing into the fabled mouse kingdom under the old castle. He didn't even take off his lab coat before entering, so naturally the guards beheaded him on the spot for the crime of experimenting on their brethren. Okay, any more rumors? Thanks for the rumor. Okay, tell me about the underground. What can I say? It's a nice, well-hidden place, but you still best watch yourself. There are plenty of pieces of shit out there in the corridors. And I'm not talking about feces. I remember that. How many patrons do you get in this joint? Not many, mostly it's smugglers and bandits, but sometimes meaningful people such as yourself can buy as well. I see. Who are you, comrade? Barkeep Clancy turns around and quickly yanks a large round liquor bottle from under the table. Friendly bartender. The local gentry calls me Fade. Gotcha. Nice to meet you. Oh, glad to meet you. Okay. Oh. Let's see what you got, buddy. You got 193. Let's that off. 5. Oh yeah, I should put on the old. No. Good to have that one. Get rid of that one. Guess I should actually walk around with that one on at the moment. Okay. Oh, let's see what kind of people we have here. Thin, fair-haired man sitting at a table. When those see watching him, he smiles and points at the stool opposite. Sit down. Don't be shy. You're new around here, right, buddy? Yes, it's my first time here. It shows, don't worry. You won't get bored easily around here, and you might even earn some cash. I'm helping out new folks and have a good feeling about you. A feeling that we might become partners. I'm flattered, but first can I ask your name? Man winks at you and extends his hand. You can call me Simon Spuck. What's your name? Jim. Nice to meet you, Jim. Now that we are finished with the formalities, let me ask you something. I'm sure I'm not the first to ask, but what do you think about killing? Are you ready to kill? I don't mean a mutant or an animal, no. Are you ready to kill a human being? That's pretty straightforward. No problem. Just tell me who you need dead. Never doubted you for a second, buddy. It goes to show how well we understand each other. But before I tell you about my problem, would you like to hear the backstory? Or do you want to get straight to business? Oh well, tell me the backstory then. Now, we are all smugglers here. It's a nice job, but there's always some newcomers wanting their own slice of the pie. Petty thugs who just realized the war is finally over. These punks neither know nor care about the rules we have established. You follow me? Suddenly nod and keep listening with your arms crossed. The mountain pass of Woes recently became the main hub for the drugs and weapons trade in the region, and a village called Bogolevka became a popular rest stop for smugglers taking the pass. Some time ago, a fella named Tawfik Mozambique was spotted near it. He's a fixer from a new gang that wants to try its hand in the drug smuggling business. All of my usual hitmen are busy, so think you can do away with him? And what will I be getting for this kill? Don't worry about the pay, friend. It will be enough to get you some ammo and a nice slice of beetroot pizza on top. You talked me into it. He's somewhere in Fogolevka. Tawfik Mozambique must be staying in the Fogolevka Inn. Lure him out of the village and send him to meet his maker. Just remember, you don't want to chat with that snake. Pull the trigger as quick as you can and leave. Punish him for sticking his nose into other people's affairs. Really hope you pay anyway. Can I ask you a few questions? Ask away, my friend. What can you tell me about the life in the Wastes? That's pretty different in different parts of the world. Equally shitty though. Right. What can you tell me about Krasnosnameni? I already feel I miss the place when I move on. Not just because I have business here, but because there's this freedom in the air, you know? Gosh, I hope no military types ever barge in with a bunch of laws and pointless rules. Who knows? What do you do for a living? I'm a smuggled kid. Who do you think I was? Some lousy pro? Didn't think anything. Heard anything interesting lately? Folks say that Sioma Voronok, a rich bandit from up north, brought his forces to this region. Heard tales about that fella, and boy, that's bad if true. He's hoping someone will throw a wrench into his plans before it's too late. Maybe someone will. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Maybe you have a job for me? Proper workaholic, yeah? Yeah, I can get you a gig. Nothing important though. What do you think? I won't be mad if you say no. Glad to hear it. What's the job? Uh-oh. About this cult in the caves, huh? There's a cult living in the nearby caves. They're not really dangerous, at least I don't think they are. But then you start up with their spooky shit, it gives me the creeps, you know? While we try to keep a low profile, those idiots are always horsing around, having orgies, killing sheep and whatnot. These shenanigans piss off someone in the government, they might decide to clear the sewers of everyone, including us. I want them gone, without bloodshed if possible, but if they leave you no choice, meh, might as well take them out. Not a problem. I'll try to solve this situation for you. Thanks, I'll even pay you if you do. Great, okay. Got 2 quests. Nice. Talk to Damien, not me. A smiley man is sitting at a table, drinking beer and chewing on some dried fish. His partner or bodyguard sits nearby, drumming his fingers on the table and sometimes taking a small sip of tea out of a broken cracked cup. When the smiling guy sees you, he says, "Hey, hello, good evening. Hi, how's your day? Any worries? Any troubled thoughts?" Shrug your shoulders. A day like any other. I can relate. A normal day. Nothing bad, nothing good. Listen, maybe you got some things in your past you would like to forget to change, It's not a personal secret, that is. Everyone has regrets. Welcome to the club, eh? The man gathers the scales and bones of a fish he was just now feasting upon and dumps them into the dark and murky underflow. He then turns back to you and winks. It's okay. Here you can finally get rid of the emotional luggage or change your perspective on life completely. Pay attention. The smiling trader throws away the rest of the fish scales and puts his hands on the table. My name is Damien Forgetov, and I'm selling the most wondrous thing in all of the Oases combined. The Water of Getty. Oh, can you tell me more about that water? Daddy, have you ever heard that one rumor about the mountain spring full of amnesia water? People say it wipes your brain clean. You only get to keep the knowledge of language in your own name. Other stuff that happens to you in life gets completely erased from your memory. Tell you this much. That is no rumor. I found that Oblivion Spring. Interesting. Where did you find it? Oh, somewhere in the mountain pass of woes. But don't ask me where exactly. I forgot. See, after I filled 10 barrels with that spring water, I probably decided to give it a little test, and I lost every memory I ever had about the place. Forgetov. Is this a fake last name you took as a joke of sorts? Nope, I know it's weird, but I was always Damien Forgetov, long before I discovered that spring. Crazy coincidence, right? Okay, so how much do you ask for that water? Not cheap, so you can probably guess, but for 7,000 rubles, I'll gladly give one little ample. What's the practical use for this product? Don't worry, I sell the water in tiny portions. You won't forget things like your childhood, first love, seeking mission you might be on for a weird pre-war organization and stuff like that. But you forget your own physiological limitations, that's for sure. I had one fun case. Mercenary, dumb as nail, became a genius after drinking one of these bad boys. Turned out his folks told him to ignore science and only do stuff like sports in his childhood. Thus he grew up an idiot, but when my water made him forget he hated science and math, he started learning that stuff with a new gusto. He'll soon become a millionaire. I don't know how the stuff works, but it sure does work. Interesting, I'm gonna come back later, buddy. Okay. What a freaking scam artist there in this game, man. The man on the stool is pondering something. As you come closer, he lifts his head and starts talking in a low voice with a barely audible lisp. Well, well, how can I help you? By showing you off my sweet wares, maybe? Got the best contraband here, especially for those who plan a big hustle. I'm not here for a hustle, but look at your wares. Ooh, mama. Now we are talking. This is something I would like to have, man. It's rusty though, that's the problem. Yes, the problem I don't have that extremely much 762 ammo. Or I only have like 9, you know. So buying an AK-47 is kind of pointless. And these painkillers are freaking nice, but then the effect after 2 hours lasts for 6 hours. So pretty much you would need to rest 6 hours to get rid of the bad stuff. Should get rid of this. Okay, hold on, let's chat a bit. Okay. Let me see, I don't know if these are... Okay. That is favorite. Reason why I saved just before I did it. Okay, I can take these. Hey, doggy. I pet you. Okay, let's chat. Okay, we've been everywhere here now. Then, okay. Spidey time. Maybe. Oh my god, you dagger everything or? No. What the heck? 65? Why so low? Oh, water. What? I just want to see if it's possible for me to do this now or not. Okay. We are not strong enough for this. Yeah, we need to get a bit more improved before we do the spiders. We are in the city. Now we have the whole city to explore. Oh, it'll take a while.